Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm super excited about today's video. It's one that you guys have requested a lot, and that is my current Disney pin collection. I don't have a huge pin collection. I've been collecting more recently, but I do have some pins from when I worked as a cast member down in Florida, and then a couple that I've picked up while we were in Disneyland. But I've been watching a lot of pin collection videos lately, and it's getting me like obsessed with it. There's so many that I want now that I know that they exist. So although my collection is small, it's definitely growing still. For those of you that don't know what pin trading is, the cast members at Disney have like lanyards and stuff that have pins on them if they're in merchandise. You can buy your own little individual pins and trade them with cast members at the park, or you can take it up a notch, and some people buy like expensive, hard to find pins that are like limited edition or that you can only get at certain events and stuff, and they just create their collection. Mine are pretty basic still because I haven't like gone out and bought a whole bunch of them. These are just ones that I've kind of traded around for. So some people collect like huge binders full of pins. Right now I'm just keeping all of my pins inside of my Disney internship box. It's like a little shadow box thingy. I keep them all in here. They kind of just roll around. I used to have them all on a bulletin board at my old apartment in Idaho, but I just moved here to California and we haven't really set up the apartment yet. But I will be putting them on a bulletin board also and putting it above my desk. I guess I'll just go ahead and start showing you what I do have. I have a couple that I'm going to show you first that aren't actual Disney pins. They're ones that I've gotten from guests or from subscribers. So I'm going to show you those three first. The first pin that I have is this like sparkly mini head pin with her bow on it. One of my subscribers actually made this and sent it to me, so it's super special to me. And yeah, I just keep this one on my bulletin board usually, but it's one that I would obviously never trade away. And then the next two pins I got from a guest when I was working as a cast member. And there was this older couple that was walking through the store, and they make these bottle cap pins to hand out to cast members if they make them smile or make their day. So they come in a little bag with a cute note that they had typed out, and they hand them out to different cast members throughout the stores. And so they came in through my store and they actually let me have two. So the first one that they gave me was a Wreck-It Ralph pin. Wreck-It Ralph is one of my favorite movies. I think Wreck-It Ralph was just the cutest movie ever. It's really special and it was one of my favorite shifts that I ever worked. And the next one they gave me is one from Up, which is another one of my favorite movies. And this is just a classic pin. It's the grape soda pin that they have in the movie. So it's really cute and I like it. Now I'm going to show you the pins that I have that I keep in my backpack when I go to the parks to trade to people. So these aren't the ones that I'm going to keep, but they're the ones that I have right now for trading away. Some of these I've had for a really long time, and I don't even know what some of them are. Like this first one, it's this blue and white pin. It has a little Mickey symbol on it, which means that it is a hidden Mickey pin and it's part of a set. So on the back it will tell you if it's like 1 of 5, like this one is 1 of 5. So there's 4 other ones to collect as well, followed by a chaser, which is the same pin but all in silver. So this is the pin I've had since I was in Florida, and I don't even know what it is. If you know what it is, please let me know down below because I've always been curious. Definitely one that I'm going to be trading away. The next two pins are kind of similar. They're both hidden Mickey pins and they're part of like the Footsteps set. And I have 2 of them. So the first one I have is this green one, and I believe this one is actually Walt's Footsteps. Kind of a cool pin because of that. And the next one I have is from that same set, but these ones I believe are Minnie Mouse's Footsteps. This next pin is also a hidden Mickey pin. I don't know what set it belongs to, but it is a Pinocchio pin, so I'll be trading it away for something else in the future. My last 3 pins that I have for trading away I actually got in Disneyland. This last trip, I traded some ones that I had, like the ones I just showed you that I don't like so much, for just something that are a little bit cuter. The ones that I'm not actually going to keep either, but that they're a little bit cuter to look at in my collection. So this first one is a Duffy Bear, and in this pin he's wearing a Goofy hat, so it's really cute. And then my last 2 trading pins are part of the same set, I think. The first one that I have is Donald Duck, and he is like just really mad looking, I guess. And then the next one is Pluto with a bone in his mouth. And the next pin I was so torn about. I've always thought that I was going to trade this pin away, and I still might trade this pin away. I don't know yet. It's one of those ones that I'm going to keep in my bag. But it is a Stitch pin, and Stitch is one of my favorite characters, but this version of Stitch on this pin is like kind of scary, and I don't like that version of Stitch. So it's not my favorite version of him, and it's not like that cute, so I still might trade it away. We'll see. Now we're on to the pins that I will definitely be keeping. collecting, ones that I've picked up over the last couple of years that I love. They're not like extraordinary pins, but they're characters that I really like. This first pin is an Eeyore pen. I'm obsessed with Winnie the Pooh. I collect Winnie the Pooh stuff, so I had to keep this pen. Eeyore is not my absolute favorite character, but it's still something that I want to collect, is all the different characters from Winnie the Pooh, so I'm gonna hang on to this one. The next pin I have is a Dumbo pin. This is one of the cutest Dumbo pins I've ever seen, and I actually don't see Dumbo pins that often, which is why I decided to keep this one. Elephants are my favorite animals, so I had to keep it. The next pin is kind of small and a little bit dirty looking pin, but it's for one of my favorite rides, which is the Haunted Mansion. It's part of a Hidden Mickey set, one of 3, so I'm assuming they have a pin for each of the Hitchhiking Ghosts, and this is one of them. And then I have a pin that you guys are probably gonna think is really stupid. It's part of the set, I believe, of like prizes you can win in Toy Story Mania, the ride. I believe that's what it's from, but it's an armadillo. I just freaking love armadillos. They're so cute. I've always thought that they're so cute, but when I was driving down to Florida from Idaho when I moved there, we were going through Missouri and there were armadillos everywhere, and I was in legit heaven. So this pin always reminds me of that experience, so I have to hang on to it. The next pin is also kind of a nostalgic one for me as well. This is from a TV show that I watched growing up on Disney Channel. It's from Kim Possible, and it's Rufus the Naked Mole Rat. I thought it was so funny. I saw somebody walking around with this pin on and I had to have it, so I searched the parks for so long and I finally found it. One thing that I know I want to collect and that I've already kind of started collecting is Disney cats. I'm still on the lookout for the Siamese cats. I haven't been able to find them anywhere, but I really want those to add to my collection. But the first cat pin that I got was this Figaro pen. I know that Figaro is Minnie's cat, and I think it's also Pinocchio's cat, or it's in the movie Pinocchio, I think. The next Disney cat I have is Lucifer, which is Cinderella's cat, the little evil one. It is so cute and so fluffy, which is one of my favorite types of cats, so I absolutely love this pin. I think it's adorable. And then I have one of my favorite pins I've ever owned in my life. It's one of my favorite characters, which is Marie from the Aristocats. I really want to get the Berlioz and Toulouse pins to go with these because that movie has been one of my favorites since I was a kid. I've seen that movie probably more than I've seen any other Disney movie. And then the next one I have could be considered a Disney cat if you want, but it's from another classic movie that I grew up watching, The Lion King. I think Simba is just such an iconic character and has always been a favorite of mine, so I have to keep this one. And we're down to my last 3 pins. This next one is just another classic that I had to have. Like, I have to have a classic Mickey pin in my collection because duh, he was my boss. And this next pin I did buy when I was in Florida. I bought it from one of those mystery packs. These mystery packs had the date on them, the year. So I bought a 2016 mystery pack because that's the year that I did my college program. So this one just reminds me of that. And the pin that I got in the mystery pack was a Chip and Dale pin. They're not my favorite characters either, but since it was the year that I did my college program, this pin is pretty special. And then my last pin is my favorite pin that I own. I'm still looking for the matching one that goes with it. My favorite pin is my Eve pin. I'm still looking for the Wally one that goes with it because Wally and Eve are really special characters to me, and it's not complete without the Wally one to go with it, but I have not been able to find it anywhere. I could just go out and like buy a new set with Wally and Eve, but since I searched for this one and found it, I want to do the same for Wally. So I'm just gonna hang on until I can find the individual Wally pin as well. So yeah, those are all the pins that I own. If you have more information about any of these pins, let me know down below, or if you collect pins, tell me what you collect. One thing I really want to collect is one pin from each country in the World Showcase down in Epcot in Florida. I think that would be so cool. I love Epcot so much. But yeah, if you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have ya. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.